unbelievable. No, and I keep going back to this. This Project 2025 from Personal Freedoms. I think a lot of folks on here are kind of independent folks, independent thinkers about things. Why would you want the government telling you what books to read or what doctor to see or how big your family can be? That kind of stuff is ridiculous. And so I think you talk about football planning, it's the same way. If you're going to draw up a playbook in football, you're going to use it. Those guys drew up a playbook, and it's Project 2025.
And they put millions of dollars into Project 2025. You don't spend millions of dollars without planning to use it.
Oh, God, no. And it's all these people around him. And J.D. Vance said, I don't know anything about it. He wrote the foreword of the book of The Architect. Who wrote that?
I haven't talked about this yet, but I'm going to talk about it now because...
Yes, I don't know who told them that this is a good idea. Now they just deleted this tweet. According to this coach, as a former football player and coach, this delayed post by Tim might be the dumbest thing I have ever seen from a supposed former coach. Ronald Pick 6. Does he think that this type of defense draw up a playbook? I have no clue what he even means here. They struggle to convince young people to cast a vote for Kamala by playing this. At the end of the day, it was a mess up. He received massive backlash on social media. J.D. Vance responded to him. I'm going to play this video so you can see exactly what he said.
I saw that I guess Governor Tim Walz did a live stream of a Madden football game, professional football game. Obviously not playing; they were playing video games. And he did it with AOC. And I guess the goal is to try to appeal to the young male vote by playing video games online with AOC. And I don't know who came up with that idea, but I guess afterwards, because Tim Walz and Kamala Harris, they always like to talk about Project 2025 and, which, by the way, is a complete dishonest disgrace. Project 2025 has nothing to do with the Trump campaign, and it never has. But set that to the side. He was talking about playbooks and trying to connect that to Project 2025, and he said, yesterday AOC she did very good. She ran a pick six. I think you don't run a pick six. You run the West Coast offense or the spread offense. Or the 3-4, the 4-3. It made me realize that I think that even though they say Tim Walz was a college football coach, that I think I know more about football than Tim Walz. And it's appropriate because I think my running mate Donald J. Trump knows more about working at McDonald's than Kamala Harris does.
I don't know who actually told him to do this. He messed up. The kind of backlash he received, tweet everywhere. He rushed immediately to delete this. I had to search. I was lucky enough that somebody had that video. It's insane. He even posted it on his account, thinking it's a good idea to convince young people. That notwithstanding, Hollywood actress sparked outrage for watching the owner of Madison Square Garden and his Jewish business partner the same pain as Jewish in the Holocaust. Madison Square Garden is owned by James Dolan, a major supporter of Trump. His accomplice in while living a Jewish asunder for the I don't understand this kind of language. May they suffer the pain of all who suffer at the hands of the regime. I don't get the point why these Hollywood people think they are too important. This outrage is unnecessary. Now watching this man pain for allowing Trump, Americans, just look at the people that came out. Like 100,000 people. So they attributed everyone that came there to be this. It's insane when I see some liberals doing this.
This morning, something unusual. Republicans, even the Trump campaign, trying to undo some of the damage from Donald Trump's big rally here in New York City. Specifically, comments made by comedian Tony Hinchcliffe. He was invited, remember, by the Trump campaign to speak at this rally. Listen.
I don't know if you guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah. I think it's called Puerto Rico.
All right, why are Republicans so nervous about those comments right there? Well, it has to do, as I said, with one of the most important voting blocks in one of the most important places, Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, you remember the Commonwealth? Joe Biden won it by just 81,000 votes in 2020. Donald Trump won it by 44,000 votes in 2016. So you get the idea. It's really close in Pennsylvania.
May, this joke, non-joke, this happening now, attacking Puerto Rico from the stage, this happening now is part of what is obviously very clearly both campaigns trying to lock in their closing argument. This happening now does what?
It doesn't do anything positive, right? Like, I don't know who this guy is. He doesn't seem very funny. I don't know why comedy has turned to just like picking out various groups and making fun of them, but that sort of is the way that it is, and it's like people need to get smarter. But if you actually listen to what Trump said in his speech, he starts off by, are you better off now than you were 4 years ago? Great, that's on message. He says, I'm here with a message of hope. He gives promises a tax credit to essentially women, to home health care providers. These are people who have older parents and often kids. Like, this is a gettable group. So there was a lot of positive that happened. And then you have this random person saying something very not funny. And I don't think he'll be getting a Netflix special anytime soon.
Yes, I'm getting rumors that these comedian jokes were leaked to, I don't know, to her campaign. Ask yourself this question. Before this guy went on that stage, Kamala released a video what she would do to Puerto Ricans. Talk about how Trump rejected to do this. On that stage, that guy made that joke. So a lot of these celebrities endorsing Kamala were just using that video to share with their audience, like this Bad Bunny guy. When I look into the research we have put out, it's like this Bad Bunny guy is having the same management with this comedian. So a lot of people are suspecting that maybe because of political differences, one of that management leaked that guy's jokes to of these people. Just out of a sudden, Kamala video just came out where it spread everywhere. This is what I would do to Puerto Rican. Then at the same time, the guy made a joke about this. I'm still struggling to understand exactly what actually went on. This backlash is not ending. When I look at CNN, they are still saying the same thing. Then I just begin to wonder if these people don't see important things to cover.
And I've got to say, as a Puerto Rican, there's a lot of Twitter's trending about Puerto Ricans because of this joke that was made here. If they think, the Democratic Party thinks we as Puerto Ricans are so stupid that we're not going to vote for Donald Trump because of a silly joke from a comedian, it's ridiculous.
Today when I was leaving the hotel, there was a woman there, and she started talking to me about this rally. And I said to her, are you Puerto Rican? And she said to me, no. But today, we are all Puerto Ricans.
I was shocked that Jack Tapper had to admit this. He's feeling a type to say this, but just had to say it. He admitted that
this largely issues-focused messaging from Trump's 2024 campaign operation is one of the reasons why this race is so competitive. A professional campaign appeals to a multiracial coalition focusing on issues where Trump polls better than Harris, immigration, the economy. And we saw some evidence of a political realignment with the very fact that yesterday Trump was able to fill the 20,000 or so seats at Madison Square Garden in Manhattan for his campaign rally. It's a feat that likely no other Republican presidential candidate would have been able to pull off, not in the modern era.
You can draw a conclusion that the meltdown everywhere is because they never expected that Trump could pull this crowd in this area. This is a blue place, so there is a shift here, like he said.
This was a hate rally.
I think a lot of people are seeing that rally at Madison Square Garden, seeing all those people. Doesn't mean he's going to win the race.
Roll that. I want everyone in Philadelphia to see that clip.
Serious, the way AIC claim on this video.
anti-common sense.
Right.
That takes place on the left.
Right. So
That's why they keep running that ad.
Fascist, his friends are all dictators.
I don't care about that at all. Not at all.
For your country.
You're calling yourself.
Well, this is a problem.
Holmes Enterprise.
If you are over 18, please register to vote for something else.
Are now stepping forward. Seen before.
I don't care if they write that.
That this is happening.
She's very close to Trump. She's 30.
A financial Republican.
On Tim Walz.
Look at what Democrats are experiencing.
And sometimes there's a trend line that I never noticed before and make me go, whoa.
You know, Whoopi, you always say you don't believe in polls.
Throw a birthday party for Diddy.
Hey, you're calling yourself.
Well, this is a problem.
If you are over 18, please register to vote for